Band 6. The sixth band video. The sixth band video. We released the sixth video with that title. The sixth video with that title. 666. The number of the beast. 666. YouTube's number of their beast. And YouTube is a beast. YouTube is definitely a beast. YouTube is annoying because YouTube commits censorship. Okay, guys and gals, I'm back in my I'm pissed off camera angle. You can probably guess what this video is about, and indeed, well, I've decided just to give these videos numbers. This is simply called Video Band 6. The reason is, as well, I don't want to even utter the title of the full title of the video that got banned, because I have an awful feeling that the bots that YouTube use, these supposedly sophisticated AI bots, are simply looking at titles. If you remember from the last video, the Trump impeachment ban video I had, I told you I thought it was probably banned simply because the thumbnail is me wearing a mask with a particular word on, or a particular letter of the alphabet and the slogan of that particular letter, and that was simply, that alone was enough to get the video yeeted. And so I have a horrible feeling that the bots are simply looking at titles now. I mean, that seems to be the biggest influence on why they remove content. So yeah, I've had another video banned, and as a result, I've had another channel strike. Now, this is a yellow strike, which means it's temporary, not the red strikes. If you look at your studio, you'll see firstly there's channel violations and important notifications. As you see, I haven't. If you look at, well, I'm not going to show you it, but I have an active community guideline strike on my channel, which comes from the Boris and Trump returns video, the Boris and Trump return video, which is a permanent strike. It's there as long as my channel lasts. 3 of those and you're out. And I have a yellow strike, and the yellow strikes are different. I actually had one of those 3 months ago, and I've got another one, and I think it's odd actually. This next one has appeared almost exactly 3 months after the last one, and so I do wonder why that is. Actually, I've got a strange feeling about that. I really do. And I'll come on to that actually. But anyway, as I said, I refuse to normalise this. I'm going to make one of these videos every time this happens, and I'm going to have a rant about it, and I'm going to declare my feelings for it because it annoys me. Slightly different situation this time, in that I think I'm probably guilty. That doesn't make it right, though. I mean, I'll go into detail. Anyway, what video is it? Okay, the video in question, I won't read out the full title, but it's called Dr. Alice Howarth On, and I won't read the rest of it. Dr. Alice Howarth, H-O-W-A-R-T-H, Dr. Alice Howarth On, and it's actually, believe it or not, a reportage or a review I did of an event at Oxford Skeptics in the Pub. Yeah, I did. I went to Oxford Skeptics in the Pub, an organisation of which I'm a member, or I say I'm on their mailing list and everything. So I do go along to it because I like to hear both sides of the story. Now, I don't know if there's an official version of this. I mean, there was someone with an official camera there. I didn't film the event. I just did a reportage. I just looked at the report. I did a review in my usual style. I went to see the event, made some notes, and did my review on the way home. It's only a 52-minute video, but it's gone. It is gone. Yeah. Again, it's weird. It seems weird. It's just when I'm going away as well. I mean, probably slightly better situation, because the last time this happened to me, it was the video Trump impeachment 2, and it actually was done literally the day I went away to the Basis Project conference. I went away to the Basis conference in May. Came back and found out when I came back on the Sunday evening that my video had been deleted. It had been banned. I appealed it, and they said what happened was, this is a particularly dirty trick of theirs. The video was banned on the Saturday. That is the Saturday when I was away. I don't know if that's a coincidence or just bad luck or what. Then I appealed. I got home on the Sunday evening and immediately submitted an appeal. The appeal was processed and rejected, and almost immediately. And then they said, because what happens when you get one of these yellow strikes, you can't upload for a week. As a result, this video I'm making now will not be uploaded to YouTube immediately. It won't be uploaded immediately till Friday at the earliest. Today is Monday. But what's annoying is that they then told me they timed the ban, the period in which I could not upload as punishment for my violation. They timed it not from the Saturday when the strike had occurred. They timed it from the Sunday when I appealed. And there's nothing in the rules that say they do that. They said, oh, we'll time it for when Ben appealed. Which to me is, I don't know why they did do that. There's nothing in their list that says they do that. I don't know why they would change the date of when it expires for when, after I've appealed or what. I don't know. Anyway, I had to wait until the Sunday evening before I could upload again. As it happens, luckily, I could appeal this the moment it happened on the Friday, so I'm assuming they did reject my appeal. I'll go into that. So I'm assuming that means I can upload again on Friday, on Friday afternoon. I don't know. I will have to wait and see. Anyway, the video, Dr. Alice on. I received this this thing popped up on YouTube, and it directed me to my Gmail account where it said, "Hi Ben the JL Porter, our team has reviewed your content." No, a bloody AI bot has reviewed the content, and unfortunately we think it violates our medical misinformation policy. And we've reviewed the following content, and it gives the video there. We know this might be disappointing, but it's important to us that YouTube is a safe place for all. If content breaks our rules, we remove it. If you think we've made a mistake, you can appeal and we'll take another look. Keep reading for more details. And it says how your content violated the policy. YouTube does not allow content that poses a serious risk of egregious harm. That's a egregious. Look that up in the dictionary. By spreading medical misinformation that contradicts information from local health authorities or the World Health Organization, including guidance about specific substances and treatments that present an inherent risk of severe bodily harm or death. Okay. Then it goes on to say how this affects your channel. Your channel now has one strike. You won't be able to do things like upload, post, or live stream for 1 week. Now, I don't know if that means community posting. We'll soon find out. A second strike will prevent you from publishing content for 2 weeks. 3 strikes in the same 90-day period will result in your channel being permanently removed from YouTube. What to do next? 95% of creators who get one strike never get another one. We want that for you, so please make sure you understand YouTube's community guidelines. Well, I don't have much choice in the matter in this case because this particular video is actually one that I uploaded. When was it? Let's have a look at the date. November 2019. I don't think they even had that rule back then. Review your content with our policies in mind. If after reviewing your content you think we've made a mistake, let us know. And I did. Understand that this strike will expire after 90 days and that deleting the content will not remove the strike. Well, it's been gone anyway. Remember, if your channel has been restricted from using any YouTube features, you're prohibited from using another channel to get around these restrictions. Doing so is considered circumvention under our terms of services and may result in termination of your account and all your channels. Yours sincerely, the YouTube team. Okay, well, firstly, I mean, I only have one channel on my account, so that doesn't matter. If you can have a second account with a channel, which I have, as you know, which is my spare channel. If I decide to upload the video there, which I won't, because it'll only get yeeted again, I don't see how they can really enforce that, to be honest. Well, I could choose to do that if I wanted, but to me, that kind of would be false. That would be false. That would be false martyrdom. I don't. There's no valor in being a false martyr, so I won't do that. You're sincerely you. Anyway, so I submitted my appeal immediately, and then I received an answer. When was I? On the very same day, literally 20 minutes later. Yeah, let's see, 11:59. Let's just say that again. Look at this. Yeah, 11:27 a.m. It's not quite 20. And then I received the reply at 11:59. So it's actually, yeah, it's not 20 minutes. It's just under 30 minutes. We've reviewed your appeal of the following. Dr. Alice on. We've reviewed your content carefully and confirmed that it violates our medical misinformation policy. We know this is probably disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for all. How does this impact your content? We won't be putting your content back on YouTube. If your appeal is for a warning, you will not be given another warning in the future. It wasn't a bloody warning. it was a video I uploaded like 4 years ago almost, and they decided to remove it. I mean, it's been up there for 4 years. How much harm has it done in that time? Oh. If your appeal is for a strike, the strike will remain on your channel. Okay. All right. So basically, I now have a yellow strike on my channel, just one, that will expire on the 25th of November. It's interesting. It's the 20th. Now, I do wonder actually, because I actually had remember the strike I had before. Back in May, let's have a look at May, here we go. What date was that on? It was on the 20... That's interesting, it was on Friday, May the 26th. That was the DC Aftermath live stream. Okay, so... What about the Trump... It was the Trump impeachment thing, I think, was... That's interesting. Yeah, there was... May the 20th and 26th, I think was the May the 20th, that's right. It was a Trump impeachment live stream. Oh yeah, the DC Aftermath live stream they restored, that's right. I appealed it and I won the appeal. The Trump impeachment 2 live stream was on the 20th of May. So, literally, this is interesting. They've carried out this second community guideline strike, this policy violation strike, on my account, literally 5 days after the last strike expired. What's happening, I wonder? I do wonder, actually. Are they trying to be kind to me? You may say, what, YouTube kind? Blah, blah, what are you talking about, kind? Is this them I just wonder, is this... Are they sort of aware there are multiple violations on my channel, including some very old videos? Yet somebody, maybe has someone got my back? I don't want to speak too soon because I'll say these things and then my channel will vanish. But has somebody got my back? Did they deliberately hold off from striking this Dr. Alice Howarth video until after the strike on Trump impeachment 2 expired? Because they did it, like I say, literally 5 days after the... It is just, yes, May the 20th, which expired on November the 20th. Yeah, on May the 20th, and then they reached the decision almost immediately on May the 21st, 7:45 p.m. That was when that's when they timed the thing. That's where they, like I say, they timed the no upload ban from. I don't know, it could be just a coincidence. But if someone has done this deliberately to try and preserve my channel, it means somebody this is being... Obviously AI bots wouldn't do this, unless they're programmed to do this. In which case, who's programming them? But whoever... If this is the case, if someone's got my back and someone's been kind to me here, preventing me getting a second yellow strike on my channel, thanks. Thank you, whoever you are, thank you very much. But anyway, I don't think I should bank on that, though. I don't think I should... It's true. I hope that's true, obviously, but it might not be. It might just be wishful thinking on my part, in which case I shouldn't bank on it. It is still possible, you know, I'll get multiple... I might get multiple yellow strikes and maybe even another red strike. I say red strikes are permanent. It's this... You'll know what I mean by red and yellow strikes if you look at your notifications, your channel violations, important notifications. Because the active community guidelines strike, the one for Boris and Trump return, that was a couple of years ago, it's still there. I do wonder, actually. We'll have to see. But anyway, I don't think, like I said, I hope that's true, but I can't prove it. Now, what can I do next? Well, I can already... Funnily enough, the moment I saw this, I was kind of thinking there are actually a couple more videos that could be targeted in this way. In fact, there's one particular one which seems to be on the same subject. It's one of my reply videos to Stefan Molyneux. It could be targeted in the same way. Obviously, if it's struck down in the same way, because it has a similar title, if that happens, then I'll get a second yellow strike on my channel. the video will be removed. I'll get a second red strike on my channel. I already have. I had a video removed. What's right? Oh, it's still there. This is a bit weird because I have a video. It has the word I can't mention and then a reply to secret sources. This was actually banned from YouTube, and now I looked again and it's there. Well, I must have appealed it and won. Okay, I must have appealed that one and won and forgotten about it. Okay, I don't remember making a video about it anyway. I certainly haven't made a video about it. But anyway, that's one I appealed. But there's another one there is another one. You can find it. It's in I posted it on in March 2017. It is a reply to Stephen Molyneux, and it's about the same subject of the Dr. Alice Howarth video that was banned. And now, when I realised I was thinking to myself, because I've actually just been away. I mean, this is the nasty irony of the whole thing. It's exactly like the May situation. I actually have literally just come back as I'm recording this, and 2 hours ago I came back from my trip to Manchester. That is the UFO Consciousness Expo, Conscious Life Expo. And yes, there will be a reportage of that, which I will be uploading to Alt-Tech. Obviously, as I've just explained, I will not be able to upload this to YouTube until Friday at least, but I will edit and upload it to Alt-Tech before then. After I've posted this video. But you know what? I was on my way home thinking, because I didn't let this spoil my trip to Manchester. I had a lovely time. But I remember thinking to myself, should I delete the Molyneux video? And then I stopped myself, because this is a trap you shouldn't fall into. And of course, I mentioned Millennial Woes in a previous video. When he realised that all the rules were changing, he jumped through hoop after hoop after hoop. He spent literally weeks deleting like 2/3 of his content, 3/4 of his content. He went through every single video. He spent weeks and weeks and weeks sanitizing his channel to try and prevent his channel being banned from YouTube by getting rid of every piece of content even suspected was unacceptable, which violated community guidelines of various kinds. It didn't work. He still got banned. His channel on YouTube was banned. By that time, he'd built himself a presence on Alt-Tech, which you should always do. But someone said actually to him, and he acknowledged that this was a fair criticism. You're doing their job of censorship for them. When you do this, if you think, oh my God, I better get rid of that because that could get a strike too and could lead to my channel being banned, you're doing their job for them of censorship. You should and once you start thinking that way, you see, it's a slippery slope, because then you'll start looking for other things that violate community guidelines. Before you know it, you're in a downward spiral, which results in you losing a lot of your content, which might not even help you anyway. And anyway, my content is backed up on at least 3 Alt-Tech sites. Anyway, so that's the point, you see. That's why this is not really a major blow to me. It's only one video after all, an old video from 2019, and I do not put all my eggs in the YouTube basket anymore. All my videos now are backed up on at least three Alt-Tech platforms. So I have to ask the question, for anyone who's not subbed to me on Alt-Tech, why not? Why aren't you subbed to me on Alt-Tech? I could vanish from YouTube with almost no warning at all, and you'll say, well, where's Ben then? Where's Ben? Well, go to BitChute. Basically, I won't read out the channels, I won't put links to these channels, but go to bitchute.com, go to odyssey.com, go to rumble.com, and I use the same username, Ben the JR Porter. It's the same channel name. Just search for it and you'll find me. And sub to me there, for goodness sake, because I do. In fact, some of my subject matter is also Alt-Tech exclusive. If I think it's too hot for YouTube, I will put it only on BitChute, Odyssey, and Rumble. As you know, if you watch regularly, you'll know that I put kind of ironic and funny notices onto YouTube, teasing notices, you know. So I always let you know they're there. So, yep, I'm not going to normalise this. I refuse to stop talking about this. I'm going to resist the temptation to remove more videos. I'm seriously considering the possibility that they are being kind to me, and or at least someone within YouTube may be looking after some people on YouTube. I hope so. I do hope so. There may be we may have agents on the inside who are backing us up. In the meantime, anyway, if you're watching me on YouTube, you won't see me at all until at least next Friday. If you're watching me on Alt-Tech, hope you enjoy this video. And what's more, I will be uploading my reportage from the Awakenings Expo very, very sure soon. I will upload both these videos to YouTube as soon as I can. So anyway, guys, good to be back. Sorry, this is the first video I had to make when I came back. I'd love simply to edit and upload the reportage, which won't take long because it's quite a simple video to edit. Anyway, guys, take care of yourselves, all of you. See you soon. Channel with nothing interesting on it. Susan Wojcicki wants YouTube TV. And all independent content creators will have to post cat videos and makeup tutorials and people playing golf and unboxing videos and people walking along in the countryside with nothing interesting at all. That will be on Alt-Tech. Yeah, the internet is splitting into two. On one half will be interesting stuff, on the other half will be boring stuff. You know which side I'll be on, don't you?